little bit more. What's up, nigga? What's up? I'm thinking about putting another light in my face. Not really sure. Maybe we should just leave it. I just don't want you to miss the hair. You know me. I just want you to see me. What's up? It's your girl Esenje from Workers Every Esenje, and I'm back with another video. Hello. I missed y'all too on my mom. Okay, period. So to everybody who been subscribed to me, been viewing me, been fucking with me, because subscribing to me and viewing me don't mean you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at you. I like you from a distance. I like you at a distance. Please stay at a distance. But to those who been subscribed to me, been following me, been fucking with me, all that and whatever the other shit is that I said, as long as it's positive because you fuck with me, yeah. We ain't fucking with you bitch niggas. We ain't fucking with you broke niggas. We ain't fucking with nobody who don't fuck with us. Pussy hoe. All 2024, all 2025, all 2026, and for the rest of time. Okay, period. Whole cell phone, he got me looking at him sideways. It'll never be the same, motherfuck the old days. Pussy hoe. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So if you miss me, let's just say I missed you too. I know I have posted some shorts. I haven't posted many shorts lately. And if you're somebody who's been here, you gotta know, you should already know me by now, that when I am focused on something else, or if I'm focused on my own stability, I do not be in here just gabba. Because baby, I put my heart and my energy into everything that I do, and I put my all into everything that I do. So just scattering myself and just showing up, that is not high quality behavior to me. So I don't do it. Okay. We're just off my iPod because I was just looking at myself, but I'm looking at myself on another screen. I do like doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. So yeah. So I figured like I might as well 2 o'clock. I just read something. Let me get my money for when the time change. And then I'm gonna grab some for my followers. It's a little hoodoo, but trust me, I'm not missing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not missing the clock. I'm not missing it. So we're gonna take out some dollar bills. We're gonna take out some dollar bills to represent our abundance. If the clock strikes 12 and I'm still on here, we're gonna count the dollar bills. We're gonna connect the amount of dollar bills to that it is to whatever spiritual number. Connect it however we do it. You know what I'm saying? But we got it. And I'm gonna split some for my right hand and my left hand. Don't tell your right hand what your left hand doing. Don't tell your left hand what your right hand doing. Everybody eat. We're good. One thing we need to learn how to do as people is stop working against each other. So therefore, don't tell your left hand what your right hand doing. Don't tell your right hand what your left hand doing. First of all, I've learned from Islam that the left hand represents feminism and the right hand represents masculinity. And I don't think you should ever not tell a woman with good intentions who's spiritually in touch what's going on, because you are risking 3, 4, 5 on the clock. You're risking like losing a lot by not informing a woman who is spiritually protecting you. So yeah, what did 2025 teach us? All signs. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that out my way. First of all, I could tell you what 2025 taught me. If nothing, be your fucking self, okay? Aries been told you that. Aries been told you. I'm clarifying it. So I understand that Aries is like hard to swallow. That's because you're not supposed to be swallowing people. That's why. You're not a carnivore. Human race didn't even start off eating meat. Meat was like sacrifices to the gods. I understand the understanding of who we are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, hard to swallow. If they telling the truth, is cool. Hard to swallow because they're just irritating, nagging, and beating around the bush. That's a whole nother thing. That's not hard to swallow, my baby. That's hard to deal with. I don't care how many fucking words they got. If they got every word but the truth, if they got everything to say but something direct, that's too much. So again, I open a lot of videos, 515. I open a lot of videos. So I come on a lot of videos and I say, if you know an Aries that told you the truth, if you're not gonna go talk to them in real life, forgive them in your heart. They did some charity work, okay? Um, okay. Uh, okay. So in 2025, I'm feeling we all learned how to identify things within ourselves, right? Different things. I feel like 2025 taught a lot of people about their weaknesses. Because I feel like 2024 and back was teaching people about like, all right, so if 2025 taught us our weaknesses, 2024, I feel like it taught us more so like our limitations and the people stuff involving the people around us. Now, not everybody is on the same length, but the mass collective who was moving with the ships of the universe and preparing themselves for the age of Aquarius, we was going through this. 2024 and beyond, all back there, we was learning about the effects of people and how it was hitting us because we wanted to grow within our empathy, because not just because we wanted to be able to connect with other people, but because we wanted to be able to connect with source so that we can connect with our higher selves without being distracted. So boom, 2025 comes. It's like, okay, so now you see how other people are a problem. Now, how are you a problem involving yourself with yourself? And how are you a problem involving yourself with other people? What is the problem? Okay. And honestly, a lot of our problem is bending to societal norms. And then the thing with bending to societal norms is that everybody's society is not the same. We need to understand that. Because sometimes one person's norm is different to the other person's norm. For example, I'll try to go like how people normally behave in Canada is not the same way that people normally behave in Chicago. So if a Canadian and a person from Chicago tried to make each other bend to each other's norms, it wouldn't work, because it's like, okay, but this is socially acceptable here, but this is not socially acceptable here. And if you've ever encountered a Canadian, they actually have a certain level of like really like a lot of kindness to them. Canadian From my experience, Canadian people are kind of cheery. Okay, Canadian people are kind of cheery. And if you take that Canadian norm to Chicago, people are going to wonder what's wrong with you. Now, the best part about being genuinely kind is that even the most nasty people still want you to hang out with them. So they're not going to have too much of a hard time. But imagine that person in Chicago taking their norm to Canada. It's like, why are you trying to hurt me? All the Canadians looking at, why are you so aggressive with me? Why are you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, like, people, as people, if we are going to work together, we have to learn how to integrate. And if we are not going to learn how to integrate, we have to learn how to say goodbye. Okay? And however long it takes you to say goodbye, no shame. Another thing I want to address, um, because I almost seen it in myself, uh I almost seen it in myself while I like when I was past that stage already. Because when I was in that stage, of course I seen it in myself 911 on the timer. Of course I seen it in myself back then when it was a norm. You know what I'm saying? But now elevation has to take you away from certain norms, because just because it's normal doesn't make it okay. I'm saying, so one thing I think, especially as a female collective, or born woman, transitioned woman, feminine man, feminine energy, regardless, has to learn to stop doing is putting down the next woman because of her hardships with a man. Spiritually, we are elevated. If you're here listening to me, this is a spiritual channel where we use metaphysical knowledge to move forward. You understand? You should know better by now, because I'm trying not to say it, but I watch other readers and be like, yo, why are you biting your fucking tongues about some nasty motherfucking people? So I'm gonna embody the lesson that I desire to see on the people that I care about. And I'm gonna say, like, as a woman, you know the majority of men are low quality. You know that. Even when they think they're high quality, they still don't sometimes measure even to the lowest quality woman. So to taunt another woman because of her experience with a man, knowing that men don't even get to fully experience them own selves, we're not doing that anymore. You understand? Your enemy being played by a man, it's still sad, bro. It's still sad. It's still sad. I promise you, because earlier, let me just tell you an example, and I'm gonna tell you myself. Earlier, I seen a girl. I'm not gonna tell you. She was live, right? But she did something to my family, like a family member of mine a couple years ago. And I seen her live, like going crazy about how somebody was trying to do something to her. So I actually almost like went to the family member, like, yep, karma came around. I almost did. Honestly, I was like, nah, that's wrong. I was, nah, that's wrong, because at the end of the day, men, not like the majority of men, are a threat to sanity, safety, peace, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's no reason to put the next woman down because of her experience with a man. And I think it's also important, women, to avoid men who do not like women. And I mean, even in the littlest ways, my love, if no emotional capacity, no patience, what do you call it? Emotional regulation, anything. If he don't like that a woman can experience a soft life, if he don't like that women can have things handed to her, you know what I'm saying, just for going out, that's men. So I declare that one, as women, we shouldn't be doing that to each other no more. And stop saying what's right for the next person. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, just because something is good to you don't mean it's good to the next person. All of us are basing our standards and everything based off our own needs and how we grew up. You understand? So somebody who is, I can only use my own shit as example. So somebody who, like, I know for a fact that I have attracted men that, like, most women dream of. I know it. I know this for a fact. Like, my exes still be people, like still be on the top of people list. But that's because, like, these people don't have certain standards for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes a person is going to say, "Oh, this person is good. This person is," but that maybe that person gets like a little joy out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that person gets a little joy out of uncertainty, or joy out of competition, or joy out of not being the only one, or stuff like that. So never decide that somebody else is taking a loss because they have standards. No, if you want that person who that person deems as not good enough, then maybe you should find yourself a way to align, either one, align with that person who that person don't want, or align with somebody else who like them. I don't know, because in the end of the day, that person who wasn't good enough for that person that let them go, that person who you think is quality would not see quality in you, because you see quality in bad things about them that somebody else, their dream person, knows is horrible. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can be a band-aid, but at the end of the day, that, like, people desire growth. You know what I'm saying? So, um, man, woman, people desire growth. And I guess since I gotta talk to you third leg having ass misdemeanor motherfucking misfits, I'ma just tell you. We don't be needing to be told what to do by y'all. We need y'all to answer the questions that we have when we have questions. We don't need, like, you don't have our intuition. We have our intuition. We know what we desire. We know what our heart wants. You understand? If a woman's desires do not align with your lifestyle, accept that. Stop seeing everything as a fucking challenge and something you have to conquer. It is not. It is not. We need to go towards alignment. A challenge is a game. If you want to play games, admit that you're playing games. You know what I'm saying? But don't be hurt in the end of that shit. Male, female, because a lot of women do that too. A challenge. And now I'm sorry, Aries, I know I gave it to you in the beginning, but kinda I was a little bit talking about Aries men. Aries women give the best advice like if they're your friend. And I mean they have to have declared you as their friend. Like they have to want to provide for you. And I mean Aries women. An Aries woman, if she is your friend, she will want to provide for you. She will give you resources. She will protect you with an iron fist. That is how you know that an Aries woman is your friend. Like if she's not doing that, she's not your friend. You're just somebody she can occasionally associate with. They are very lighthearted, detached people. You understand? And don't take shit too serious because people hurt themselves with Aries a lot by taking like their kindness like too far or taking like their flirtatiousness too far. And it just ain't that. Like Aries is just being themselves, okay? So Aries women, I'm talking about you when I'm talking about chasing the challenge because y'all be getting some low quality ass niggas, okay? Like because you enjoy the challenge too much, and it's like I don't know. I just want to speak up about it because I seen way too many Aries women like chasing after men, and I mean chasing, not Libra, like allowing that man to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like because he walking in and out and she just keep letting the nigga in because she love him. No. Aries woman, he walk out, she go chase him by his motherfucking ear. And she be like, where are you going? Not because she love him, but because she's interested in him. You know what I'm saying? Aries, get that together. Aries men, um, I don't know. I think I met a really great Aries man this year. And no, we were not in alignment, but I am still very grateful for encountering him. You know what I mean? Cuz like it's raw. You know, like I need the truth. And I'm really not somebody who is like um not saying it as kindness. I don't believe in that. And I understand that other people do. Um Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn. Yeah, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn. It's y'all. Y'all the ones who like, oh, if I just hold this in, if I hold this back, whether it be good or bad, if I hold this in, if I hold this back, it's like no, 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 that is not kindness because when somebody address something they dislike within you, like you feel offended because you didn't address something and you've been holding something in for so long. That's nobody else's problem but yours. Okay? Um Scorpio similar but not because Scorpio is only holding things back to strategize. But Scorpio, you see where that got you. You like where you at even though you don't like where you at. You want to change but you won't change. It's like kind of nobody's problem and I'm not here to go back and forth with nobody. Um Unless I feel like it, but I definitely don't feel like going back and forth with somebody who would do anything to prove me wrong, including like you know, hurt yourself or someone in some type of way to prove some unnecessary point about something small because saying that you're wrong triggers some type of childhood wound that you have. Like, Scorpio, I heard a lot of Scorpios say that. Like, when Scorpio is in kind of like an innocent state, they don't like when Scorpio is in a innocent kind of feeling with you in a bond, they don't communicate their needs. So past the smart shit that I just said, Scorpio, Like, you don't communicate your needs when you feel it. And it builds a lot of resentment. And sometimes y'all be talking to people in ways they don't deserve. Because, like, all you had to do was talk to that person. Like, you just out here fucking categorizing people that you can't even leave alone. And I think that's pretty cowardice. Um, Gemini, very low key this year. Very proud of you, Gemini. I don't know what the fuck you was cooking, but I look forward. I look forward to eating whatever you cooking, Gemini. Because Gemini been quiet this year. Sagittarius been focused a little more too. Sagittarius has been very focused. Like, I've seen Sagittarius like not be so interested in the games as much. You know what I mean? And Sagittarius who is interested in games, they're very more so. I've seen Sagittarius being more blunt and forward. Instead of sneaky, I've seen Sagittarius just blatantly like doing whatever they want to do, which is improvement to me. For Sagittarius, because Sagittarius can be somebody like who, or was able to be somebody who would just do the sneaky player shit behind your back and then come smile back in your face. Sagittarius get that shit up. They like, if they're interested in somebody else, they're gonna do it right in front of you. I'm proud of you, Sagittarius. I know it's still a lot more to go. You know, I know it's still a lot more growth to happen. But I think a big part of growth is like how you say, like working with your shadow. And due to the fact that you just decided to embrace it instead of shame yourself about it, if nobody said it, I'm proud of you, Sagittarius. um who else? Taurus. Taurus. I think I could say too for Taurus, I'm proud of y'all too for being more outward, like about your standards. um I'm proud of y'all too for not being as tolerant as you were. I'm proud of y'all for that. um Capricorn women, getting in relationships and displaying them to the public, like knowing that your partner is cheating on you to make it look like you're in a successful relationship, you got to do some type of evaluation. um Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, y'all getting with Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, getting with people who cheat on y'all so that y'all can cheat too. Need I say more? Um, yeah. People who want to use you will complain when you will not give a lot. Just know that. They won't. I mean, they will. They will complain when you will not give a lot while also having a lot of expectations. So they're going to complain regardless. Honestly, fuck them. Again, very Aries. Very Aries. At the end of the day, Aries is wrong, but Aries was right. Okay? I'm just saying. Capricorn moons, please stop self-sabotaging. Please stop self-sabotaging. Scorpio moon too. Aries moon as well. Stop it. Stop it. Not everybody wants to argue with you. Capricorn sun, Scorpio sun as well. Stop it. Not everyone wants to argue with you. Aries sun, your partner does not want to be your mommy. Okay? If your partner wants to be your mommy, they're coming in to use you. Scorpio sun, moon rising. If your partner is allowing you to disrespect them, they are using you for something. It's other ways to find out if somebody is using you without disrespecting them. Kindness. I'm just saying. Because if the person lets you disrespect them, now you having a field day. You actually worshiping being used. Stop it. I'm so tired of seeing that in Scorpio. It's like, okay, they need me for this, so I'm gonna do that. Like, what you saying? People don't care about you. You're literally only working with people that you can disrespect. Okay? either people you can disrespect or pull a wool over their eyes. And the majority of people, especially if it's an Aquarius, you're not pulling the wool over their eyes. You think you're a user. Aquarius is a bigger user than you. And you think you're strategizing. You have not seen strategizing until you sit down and talk with an Aquarius for about 20 minutes. That's all it takes. See, to see your true intention, Scorpio, it takes a little longer because you're going to pretend. You ain't met players until you met Aquarius. Okay? That's that motherfucker who tell you what it is with a smile on their face. Okay? They never said that they was innocent. Okay? We learned that this whole male loneliness epidemic shit, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-fucking-doo. If she don't want you, so what? So what? You can't expect somebody to want you when you don't even want you. And you can't expect somebody to stay with you when you constantly abandon yourself, male or female. Straight up. So what we got for the people to wrap up 2025 for them to take into 2026? Make it stick. Look in a book. Whatever you question right now, you'll find the answer in the book. The words you seek or the words you find will bring insight you seek. The words you find will bring insight you seek. And read more than one fucking book, please. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm tired of people swearing they diehard Christians and ain't even read the whole Bible. Shut up until you read the book. Because I didn't have to say that too many times this year, and it's exhausting. To too many Christians, like, your behavior is not very Christ-like. It is not. It is not. I do always suggest reading more than one book. Yes, I do. But at least finish the one that you're parading about. Okay? Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dream come true. Being a Christian and being Christ-like is not the same for everybody. Okay? Because it's a lot of Christians who, when you hold them accountable, they say it's okay because Jesus died for my sins. You think he died for your sins for you to be a lazy bitch? No. Energetically, you need to vibrate higher. You were supposed to be inspired by that man and his ascension, not a lazy piece of shit, honestly. Oh, Sanjay coming so strong. Don't I always? Get loose, get loose, get loose, get loose, get loose, like a motherfucking Newport lawn. All right, find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Ain't nothing like a nap. Ain't nothing like a nap. And praying before you go to sleep. I'm gonna come down on y'all Christians straight up, cause y'all be disrespecting other people's religions, shit like that. Like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all just go hang in a party. Y'all just go hang in a party on Sunday at church, just like the people go hang in the club on Saturday. You don't know shit about where you at. You don't know shit about the reasoning why it exists. You're just there so you can have somebody to fit in with. Put your head down, get in that book. Okay? Read. Because a lot of y'all don't know how to treat people. You say, well, you don't know how to treat people. I never said that I was Christian. I said that I was me. I'm going to tell the truth. And I do know how to treat people. It's a big difference. I don't know. I don't make people comfortable in wrong shit. That don't got nothing to do with me. If you don't know how to treat people, I don't want nothing to do with that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're right when you're wrong at the end of the day, because the same Christian who I'm telling you need to be more Christ-like, I also read that book and I learned how to treat people. I don't give a fuck, man or woman. If you're going to read the Bible do teach you how to treat people. So women, watch out for those men who are hiding behind Christ because they want to hide from their sins instead of facing them. They want to skip to the blood of Jesus without, what is this? Repentance. This ear is ringing. This the right one. Watch out for them. Because a lot of them, they want to be forgiven for sins that they don't want to face. And that's a big red flag. Somebody wanting to be forgiven for something that they can't even take accountability for. So watch out for them. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Wisdom. I'm hearing Runaway Love by Mary J. Blige and Ludacris. Ludacris, something's crazy. Now I'm hearing that song with Victoria Justice on that show where she had, I might seem crazy, but have I told you lately that I love you? You're the only reason why I'm not afraid to cry. Something about a fucking cancer wanting to come back into somebody's life. And yes, a Capricorn too, because they don't open up to everybody. So a Capricorn and a Cancer have a relationship with someone that they opened up to but mistreated, and they regret how they treated you. Moon energy at the bottom, and it's going to be the last one from this deck. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. That's up to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not the one to tell nobody what to do. We about to go into 2026. It is what it is. Somebody who values what you bring but don't value the effort that it takes to bring it. 3222 was on the clock when I said it. Sometimes people have to learn. How many people practice fasting this year? How many people tried some new herb that they heard heals something? Who tried soursop? I feel like that's a beginner. I feel like that's a universal. I feel like that's a universal herb that people know. Soursop is good for so many things. So I feel like people should have tried soursop by now, or cloves. I like chewing on cloves because it's similar to like chewing a piece of gum. If you have if you have a love for the sensation of eating, it works. Because you're just chewing. But you don't swallow it, you're just chewing it. Because you can use it like a breath mint. Birth in a new age, birth in new creations, dreaming a new world into being. I heard that Scorpios was going to learn to stop being like that. And you know what I'm talking about. Capricorns too, I heard that y'all was going to learn to stop being. I ain't going to lie. Cancer too, I heard y'all was going to learn to stop being like that. I had read and heard some shit that y'all was going to change. I don't know. Maybe y'all should repent though about your actions instead of like trying to go and make yourself important to somebody who you already betrayed. Like, just release that person energetically, apologize to them and God through God, and leave them alone. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to always go backwards to fix things. You don't. Sometimes you just gotta accept the consequences of your actions. Because a lot of times going backwards just means you don't want to accept the consequences. Especially when you're the one in the wrong. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yeah, you motherfuckers need therapy. You need therapy. Therapy ain't gonna fix it, but therapy can heal trigger your healing. We got 15 minutes. Wednesday, December 31st. 15 minutes. What's up with the number 6 and the number 4? 246. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. 246 talking about elevation and growth at a rapid and consistent pace. Some people have learned that you can grow through anything. Because if you don't, that means shit defeats you. And sometimes we get defeated. But at the end of the day, life keeps going on. You know what I mean? So you might as well accept your own strength. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might as well accept it and own it. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Yeah. Especially about your losses and shit like that. Because rejection is God's protection. It don't matter what it is. And I'm sorry to say, down to that's like, I don't want to say that, God. Saying that. I want to make it easier. Saying like, they didn't approve for you to get an asthma pump, but you got the money to go get some Mullen tea. You don't need an asthma pump if you can get Mullen tea, because then you can get the mucus out of your lungs, and it's going to help you a lot with the asthma, and the asthma could even go away if you change your eating habits. So it's like, sometimes you got to allow yourself to be redirected towards things that are better for you. Anything else? Aquarius, I hope that people are waking up. Lumeria, creating heaven on earth is happening. Seriously. I hope people are waking up. I hope we aren't still living in the mindset of it can't and you can't and it's no way. I hope we're not sitting with those things, and I hope that we do whatever we can to get away from people who have the can't mindset, okay? Because that's old, And then it's not even like very Piscean age, truly. It's because Pisces is not somebody who believes that they can't. Pisces is somebody who knows that they won't. You know what I mean? Or they don't want to. Like, leave that behind. Age of Aquarius is, I can do anything. My results don't have to be your results, because my work ethic and your work ethic are not the same. My desires and your desires are not the same. My beliefs and your beliefs are not the same. You may not be able to survive through this, but I can. You may not be able to receive this reward, but I can. You know what? I'm in alignment with greatness, not you. It be getting me sometimes where people be like, "Oh, you can't just wake up and be a millionaire tomorrow." Like, what are you talking about? Somebody who lived 2 hours away from you just decided that they was gonna go play the lottery 5 minutes ago. Like, okay, not 5 minutes ago, technically right now, but like, say it was like 3 o'clock. If it was 3 p.m., 5 minutes ago, somebody just became a millionaire out of nowhere from the casino or the lottery. So stop limiting yourself. You limit the places that you go. You limit the things that you do. That's limiting the possibilities of what you can have and what you can accomplish. It doesn't mean that you're not deserving of these things. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. How can it be impossible for you, but somebody else got it? How can it be impossible for you, but somebody else did it? You know? Oh, that's them. That's just every once in a while. You're one person. It's been a while. You don't think that could be you? I hope that my collective of people, we learn to start seeing ourselves as that rare occasion. You know what I mean? Oh, this good thing only happened to people who want. It's rare. It's rare. You're rare. You're rare. You're rare. Miracles are for you. All right, one more from this deck. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? What would you do? Huh? Only you know what you would do. I know it got something to do with being yourself, though. Because I see people around, I see that being people's like biggest disturbance right now. Like people be really bothered by people who are themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it make you like bury little things in yourself. A small example that I can use is if you're a dreamer, if you're a person with goals, but like weird ass goals, like mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I read tarot on YouTube. You know how rare that is? You know what I'm saying? But like do it. Like so people talk about how many people can't succeed on. I don't know. Some of my favorite tarot readers then bought houses and multiple pieces of property and land just straight off flipping the cards on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't allow somebody else's limits to be yours. I'm telling you, and it be the little things. Don't let people kill your dreams. Ain't no way. Who you know? That's rare. Man, you better accept the fact that you're rare. You can't just dream in one room and then shut it off in the next. Like I'm just odd. You know what I'm saying? I'm odd. I'm one in a million. All that stuff that you say is like it's not possible. I am that possibility. Like get that with you. Hold that close to you. You are that rare occasion. The ever unfolding rose. Oh, because most people like some form of art. I ain't gonna lie. And art is one of the most underrated skills. Like just period, because people want you to be something that is beneficial to a talking point. Like they don't appreciate you as an artist until you fucking Van Gogh, Beethoven, some type of shit. Like fuck them. It was somebody who believed in them before everybody else was like, oh, so you think you about to be somebody off a little painting? You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta think. You gotta think deep. Don't be so afraid of your emotions that you skip certain details. You know what I mean? Because you really got to evaluate that. Whatever it is that you want to do, you want to open a salon, you want vending machines, you want a laundromat, you want to fucking make beats, you want to be a dancer, you want to do hair, and you only know how to French braid right now. It's fine. It's fine. You want to know why? Because one, you have time. And two, what you can have is determination and dedication. And determination and dedication is going to get you wherever you want. And you don't have to have something to show off to these people. Because it don't matter. If you want to do hair and fucking all you knew how to do was French braid, and then now you know how to do French braids, twist, and knotless, they're going to be like, okay, but can you do a sew-in? Like, fuck these people. They can't even do what you know how to do. But that's why they always talking. That's why they always they always talking because they're not busy. Only reason people should be busy talking is if that's their passion to communicate. And if a person has a passion for communication, they should also have the determination to communicate clearly. Hello, let's make sure we're aligning ourselves with people whose actions align with their desires. I wish that for my collective. Okay, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. People are taking a lot of losses right now. Sadness is on the horizon because people had to let go people who you thought that you was gonna keep with you, but like it holds you back or whatever. So you said you gotta go with this whole New Year's rigmarole. We got 6 minutes. Whole New Year's rigmarole, New Year, new me, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Which is actually really healthy when it comes to like because it's actually healthy when it comes to relationships and stuff like that because the majority of people around you are moving off a collective mindset. So even though it's not the real New Year, it's still a strong collective shift because of people's belief systems. So make sure you're in alignment with the reset. Meaning, yeah, like if you want something new for yourself, when the reset starts, like be in alignment with that reset. Meaning, everything old gotta go. Everything old gotta go. Anything that you don't want to deal with, anything that you fuck what people say is right. Fuck what people say is normal. Fuck what people say is the ideal or whatever. Fuck that, man. At the end of the day, you cannot suppress yourself to be likable by others. You understand? You want to know what I got going on with me that really irritates like the shit out of people? I talk about my feelings. I swear. And you would think that's normal, like, because that's being in tune with yourself. You know, you are aware and you are allowing yourself to integrate with your environment or whatever, and you make space for people. But people don't like that. People don't like that because too many people were forced to suppress their emotions and shit like that in order to get by. But due to the fact that I had like, I don't want to get by, like I want to elevate. I talk about my feelings, you know, like, but that it really doesn't sit well with people. Like I have a strong opinion that I have like so much research backed up on, like that holds it, like it's unbreakable. You know what I mean? Like I feel how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that makes people uncomfortable because they don't feel how they feel. They do what other people told them to do so other people can like them. They don't even get to experience feeling. You know what I mean? So do whatever the fuck you want to do. I have a feeling that before I turn I say at least 35, 37, I'm going to know how to do real nice haircuts. I just, because I've been desiring it for like 2 years. Like about 2 years, I've been wanting to know how to do a real nice haircut. Like I don't necessarily want to be a barber, but I want to have barber level skills. And I know that I will because I'm good at visualizing and I'm good at executing. And anything that I desire, I put my mind to. I've never. Nope, I use the clippers now because I bought the little thing off TikTok for the girl. But that ain't no shape up clippers. And I mean, I shaved somebody's head bald one time when I used to work in the hair salon. And it was like a hair salon slash barber shop. And he wanted me to like shave his little follicles off so he can go back regular bald. But baby, I've never shaped shit up. Oh yes, I did. I did that too. Never mind, I did. And I did a fade before. But that was so long ago. Like, but I'm still confident that I will learn how to cut hair real good. And if I want to like charge something for it, I could charge really well too. And I have basically no knowledge on it. And you still can't tell me that I can't do it. You can't. You can't. Like, it's no way. I don't give a fuck who you, because you can't say what I'm gonna put my time towards. You can't say what I'm gonna study. You can't say what I'm going to accomplish because this is my life, my time. You know what I'm saying? One more before we switch today. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Doing stuff like that is just another form of art. If I can master one thing, I can master another. Simple. If I don't want to sell the skill, that's fine. But if I want to master it, I'm going to. And I want y'all to have that mindset. All right, we'll take it. Lumeria, creating heaven on earth is happening. This is the second time. I feel like I have some people in my collective who aren't doing things because people told you it wasn't going to work. And I feel like maybe if either one, you already learned how to say, fuck it, I'm still going to accomplish this thing. Okay, 11:59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. Don't tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. Don't tell your right hand what your left hand is doing. So instead of hiding feminine from masculine and hiding masculine from feminine at 11:59 on the clock, they will exchange their values. They will integrate. It's 4s on those ones, but it's 3s on that one. 12 o'clock. We no longer hide from each other. We help each other. So it is, and it is so. We align with who desires to integrate with who we are and not who they want us to be. Actually, I'm not putting this shit down. 12 o'clock. Okay? Ask for what you want. You got to ask for what you want. January 1st is 12 o'clock, Thursday. You can have anything that you want in this world. You can have anything that you desire. You can have anything that you work towards. Anything. Anything that you have is more than what somebody else has. And it's not about comparing yourself to what somebody else has. It's about making yourself available to be grateful to your own greatness. Okay? It was times where all I had was $6. You understand? It was times. It was times where I didn't even have that because we got the Charm Pass app. It was times where I went and I flipped some shit that I didn't even have. You understand? I was screenshotting my bus passes to get on the bus so that I can go to work and make money. I had nothing. We integrate not only the masculine and feminine without like the outer versions, but we integrate the masculine and feminine within, where we can nurture and protect ourselves. And it is so. Just period. And it is so. If it don't serve us, it's gonna fall every time. And we are grateful, aren't we? Especially when you don't distract yourself with the ideal of loss and you fill yourself with the knowing of like how much space you have to grow. Hmm. We're gonna go with the tarot now. Queen of Swords. It's telling the truth. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. Intelligent, quick, complexity, graceful, observant, and perceptive. Don't allow people to lie to you about who they are, and don't allow people to lie to you about who you are. The truth is always out there. It's always shown in the actions. It's some people who are not going to like you because you are open about your wrongdoings. But that's because they hide theirs. Okay? Like I said for Sagittarius, it's better to work with your shadow than try to shame yourself and hide that version of yourself. Like working with that shadow is better. I know I just repeated that because I was thinking about how to say it in a different way, but I don't feel like putting my whole. Because if you know who you are, can't nobody tell you who you are. You feel me? They can tell you what they see, but at least you understand what it is that they're addressing. Stop letting people trigger shit in you that you could have did yourself. Because it has to be triggered regardless. You know what I'm saying? But like when sometimes you let a person trigger certain stuff in you that you didn't already address, they can add shit in to confuse you about your own quality and value. So watch out for that. 6 of Cups, Scorpio. Reach out to others with love and compassion. Nostalgia, memories, healing, comfort, steady gain, pleasure, and hardship. Scorpio, you need to apologize to somebody. Honestly. Capricorn and Cancer, I genuinely think whoever you did whatever to, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to. They don't care for your apology. But Scorpio, they may or may not care for your apology, but that is for your soul's growth because you just kept on adding bad shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. See? Take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. 8 of Wands. Movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, and generosity. We already spoke on Sagittarius. But right now we got a sequence out here. 4, 6, 8. And we had a sequence earlier of 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You ugly. Yeah, yeah, you ugly. Your enemies don't want you to know that they think that you're better than them. I don't know who that's for. With this Seven of Wands, Leo, fire. I don't know who that's for. But your enemies, 54, 54 on the timer, they don't want you to know that they feel like you are like just so much better than them. And that's why they like arguing with you because, and that's why I don't like arguing with people. Well, I will argue with you if I care, but it's certain things that I don't argue or defend, and it's a reason. Because if I argue this thing, that just, to me, that translates to you that, like, first of all, what you're saying is valid and it actually matters to me. And that's just not the case. So, like, a lot of people, they want you to argue with them because if you see them as a challenge, it makes them feel more valuable because they see you as valuable and see you as a challenge. So you seeing them as a challenge by default makes them feel like some sort of equal. 5 5 5 5 on the timer. So um Aries men, I've been telling y'all that for years. Your friends are not your friends. Your friends are not your friends. Aries men. Aries women, y'all low key, y'all gay. So, whatever. Page of Swords, take your time to think before you act. Not every Aries woman is gay, but a lot of y'all are. And I'm not gonna lie, Aries men, I got some funny tendencies too. Page of Swords, take your time to think before you act. Restless, energetic, talkative, eager, curious, aggressive. Because I'm just saying, I just need you to understand that Aries men, that's like either you're dealing with an actual, really extra dominant woman, or like, I don't know, like Aries men, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, your interest with your butthole is not for everybody. Okay? Take your time to think before you act. Restless, energetic, talkative, eager, curious, and aggressive. And if you like butt stuff and you know like somebody like is not into butt stuff, stop holding that ideal that one day you'll turn them out. It turns them off. Okay? Just go towards somebody who like butt stuff, like a more dominant woman. A Leo. Like a Leo woman will peg you. She will peg you. She will fucking, what's this thing called when you do the thumb in the butt thing? Or the finger in the butt, whatever that's called. She would do that. She will eat your ass. Like, cause she nasty. Like, not nasty, nasty like I'm putting you down, Leo, but you know you're a little freaky. So, yeah, a Leo woman will do that nasty shit to you. So Aries, if you looking for a freak that's like, but you want consistency too. So that's the thing. But you're not always that consistent, Aries. And Leo, but Leo's not consistent at all. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, Aries, sometimes you prioritize like your desires over your needs. So you need to you need to figure out what's going on. Either one, Aries, you don't commit and you honestly let them know, like, I need somebody for this and I need somebody for that. And they can't, and if it can't be all of that in one person, I still need two. You know what I mean? Gemini too, bro. Stop trying to freak people out, man. Find work-life balance to protect your creativity, education, detail, perseverance, overly careful, apprenticeship, talents, high standards, and skill. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo. I don't know why I just seen a Virgo coming on somebody's face. I literally just, and yes, none of these videos are for children. So if your child ever watched this, you don't get to blame me. You get to blame yourself because why are you not watching your child? But that's what I seen. Somebody like finishing on somebody's face, a Virgo man, or like a Virgo woman, somebody finishing on her face, and she just like, Like she loves it. Y'all need also too. Virgos are very erotic as well. Aries and Virgos like y'all. They like y'all ambition and stuff like that. So Aries and Virgo. I'm not saying that it'll work out because I don't know, but I can say that it's worth a try. And y'all two are not the healthiest in love, especially compared to a Libra, or a Pisces. But um, y'all are still long term people, and y'all can get through hardship together, and y'all are both very focused and partially codependent on your partners, but like to pretend to be independent. And both of y'all like that. Both of y'all like that. Y'all like to be able to pour into somebody and like they own that as an individual thing. So Virgo, if Aries likes you, I say give him a chance. Um, it's just that you can't control Aries. But Virgo, where has your control ever led you to success? The most successful Virgos I know, they release like a certain amount of control. You have to allow people to exist as their own self, because that's why they say like Libras. First of all, Libras are the highest number of billionaires in the world. And that's because we allow people to exist as they are. When you learn people's skills, you can place them where they need to be, opposed to being like, okay, or say, like a Gemini is a good host. A Gemini is a great host and a great salesperson. Um, so you don't take Gemini and try to just have them sit down and answer the phone. And you don't get mad at Gemini because that's not like the job that they desire, to be a secretary. They don't want to sit down in one space and be quiet. You're like, oh, well, you know how to talk, so why can't you do it on the phone? Gemini is active, like an active communicator, an active listener. You know what I mean? And if you learn how to appreciate what people have, opposed to trying to force them to be something else, you will be a lot more successful. If a person don't align with your idea of business, because your life is your business, this is your success, your name and your person is your brand. And when people don't align with your name or your brand, just period, is okay to let them go. But you don't get mad at people because they are displaying their own strengths, because you want somebody to be something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need a person to get on the phone and sit still, go get a Taurus. They're going to be great at that job. You know what I mean? Because they enjoy a certain level of comfort. Comfort and stillness. Gemini does not like comfort and stillness. Gemini likes comfort and learning and expanding. Like Gemini barely does stillness. When Gemini has quiet time, it's music playing loud. They're just alone. Okay? Like, so you can't try to force people to be nothing that they not. Earth signs, just straight up, period. Because y'all be needing people to fit in these boxes, and it's not realistic, and you wonder why you always depressed. You don't let people like show you who they are. You know what I mean? You don't let people, and then you be disappointed because they're not secretary material. Like, this is a host. This is somebody who will fucking out hustle you. And y'all don't be liking to admit that all the time, even though y'all do get in relationships for stability and y'all just got a lot of pride and don't admit that. It's people who will out hustle you. It's people who work harder than you. You know what I mean? You just the most prideful and the most calm about your pride and your success. You know what I mean? So you gotta see Virgo right here on the top. You gotta earth signs, y'all gotta let people work their magic, because y'all life is not that magical. It's practical. It's practical and it's beautiful. Hear me. It's practical and it's beautiful. But you are going towards other people because of their magic. Stop trying to control other people's magic. You are not God. You are not the Most High. You are connected to Him. He, she, them, they. You're connected to it. You are not that. You cannot determine someone else's calling. But what you are good for is helping somebody get to their own desires. So make space for people to be whoever they want to be. If somebody want to be a motherfucking circus clown and that makes them happy, That's what you need. You need somebody around you that's happy, not somebody that you can control and look down on. Scorpio too. Stop that. Scorpio don't really care what you do though. Scorpio just want to control you. They don't care. They don't care nothing about your money for real, for real. I mean, Scorpio wants your money a little bit, but Scorpio has their own work ethic to where, like, if you decided to be a broke bum, as long as they can control you, they'll stay. You know what I mean? But like, stop trying to make people live practical lives. Practical is not for everybody. Some people are magical, like a Pisces or Sagittarius. Like, you don't limit those people. Those are great manifestors. They manifest straight off their desires. So you want somebody to map out and plan something that they don't have to do. Like, the universe didn't require that of them. Stop trying to control that. Ace of Cups. Open your heart and receive the emotions around you. Unconditional love, new feelings, new friendship, beauty, pleasure, and self-love. You can learn from them magical motherfuckers. Like, just because you're an earth sun doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to manifest. It does not. And you too can learn how to manifest based off of your desires and a vibrational alignment. When you get around people who know how to bippity boppity boo, you need to listen. You like, how come they got that so fast? Because they asked God for it. They asked God for it. They said, God, this is what I want. This is why I want it. And I also feel like I need it because I want it for this and this and that. And this can help me with that. So can I have that? And God gives it to them. I don't know. Sagittarius and Pisces, excuse me, strong Sagittarius and Pisces placements. Stop trying to get them to plan. Stop doing it. Stop. If you are a planner, then you communicate your plans with them. Like, communicate your desires with them, and then they can help you manifest. You get what I'm saying? But don't try to get them to plan. That's not their thing. They're literally just going to wake up one day and do it and succeed at it because that's what they want to do. Everybody don't gotta like be super practical. That's just not it. Queen of Wands, you can always call on your natural confidence, warmth, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptability, steady force, and independence. Also, Aries is another one who don't have to plan a lot. When Aries does plan, they manifest really big, but Aries is like a manifest in an active way. So it's like if Aries wants something, they also just go and get it. You know what I mean? It takes nothing for Aries. Honestly, it takes something, but when you look from the outside in, it looks like it takes nothing because Aries always put themselves in alignment with their desires. You know what I mean? Like, Aries is somebody, when they desire something, they talking about it all the time. This is what I want. Da, 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 da. They going out, they meeting new people, so they're bound to run into what they want, and it shouldn't take them more than 48 hours. Honestly, Aries is a great manifester on like in a practical way. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. Protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, and practical. Taurus is a good manifester as well, but they be depressed because of how people treat them. But it says stability, form, and foundations to rest on. Yeah, Taurus is a little underappreciated, but they are really good manifestors. That's why their life is so beautiful, and they're beautiful to touch. The ones with the good hygiene, they smell really good, you know. Or even Taurus can be comfortable not smelling good. Like, they know they had a long day. It's not a secret. Like, they're not faking who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say, and I always like about Taurus is not fake. Move from problems and be mindful what you take. Transition, exit, moving beyond problem solving, a journey deeper thinking and research. What is this? Six of Swords. Aquarius. I don't know. I was gonna say something about Taurus and Libra. When you see, first of all, Libra had a hard time expressing themselves, so never try to shut them up. But the Venusians, I'm proud of y'all too. Because you motherfuckers is getting a little bit more cutthroat with y'all mouth, and that's what the people needed because they was playing too much, honestly. Aquarius too, I'm so proud of you for getting more emotionally in tune. Because people was Aquarius sun. I'm so proud of you for getting more emotionally in tune. I see it as a blessing to experience you being blessed and watching miracles happen for you. I see it, I think your emotions are beautiful. I love your depth, Aquarius, and I think you need to stay away from anybody who tries to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? Because your feelings is something that people try to downplay. Just like people try to downplay Libra's decisiveness or Scorpio's loyalty. Like, no, you just haven't been granted those things, or you weren't able to hold those things because you didn't value it. So when people receive these things, they don't know what to do with it. So if you have an Aquarius who is emotionally available to you, appreciate that. If you have a Libra who tells you when they're upset with you, appreciate that. If you have a Scorpio who refuses to show you any sort of disloyalty, appreciate that, because we all struggle with those things. Those three signs struggle with those things. So if you see those three signs showing you those things, that means you are associating with an elevated version of that zodiac sign. Emotionally available. If you've never seen an Aquarius cry, I don't want to say it's you, but that's just because I don't want to say it because I don't want to be mean. But impulsively, I would say that is you. I don't know, like unless you've never been close to one, but you don't know emotional depth. Like, hey, you don't know emotional depth like crying with an Aquarius. Aquarius are deep, deep people. Like they are deep people. They're actually very emotional people, and you see them walking away in conflict. But that's because they don't want to hurt you and they don't want to hurt themselves. If somebody is that aware that pain can come from conflict. You feel me? You feel me? So if somebody is that aware that pain can come from emotional conflict, you must understand that that person is aware that pain exists. Okay? You can't say somebody wants to hurt you or something like that, don't even want to hurt themselves. The problem I think that people have with Aquarius is that because you know that Aquarius speaks their mind, like without, no, I'm not saying without considering you, because if they didn't consider you, they wouldn't even talk to you. So first of all, you need to be grateful because they are very selective of who they share themselves with. So if Aquarius is talking to you, that's one thing to be grateful for if you care about them, right? But if Aquarius is like sharing their emotions with you and all of that type of stuff, like just take it. Take it. Oh, Pisces, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. God damn. Cause that's deep. That's deep. Like that's like how to say how to say that? Cause that's like a lot of avoidance, you know? Like that's a lot of avoidance, but like the capacity to create and do anything. You know what I mean? Like you're probably a very, very like emotionally and spiritually valuable person. Honestly. Honestly. And especially Pisces Sun, Aquarius Moon, because I love me an Aquarius Moon. It's just so it's hard to connect. It's hard to connect. It's hard to connect. It's hard to connect, but um uh it's not that hard to connect with Pisces. I know a Scorpio Sun with an Aquarius Moon, and it's kind of hard to connect because like Aquarius is somebody who can bury, and also Scorpio is somebody who can bury, but Pisces, you don't bury that deep. Like you have a limit of burial until you bounce back up and you let it all out. So like I hope don't nobody just be trying to just be pissing you off and stuff, because your mouth is probably crazy. Your mouth is probably crazy, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Because right now, I'm not that type of reader. Like, and I be noticing that with other people. Like, your people are your people. So I can help you through things, but I'm not like gonna be putting you down and shit like that. You know, you my people. That's how I do. I show loyalty. I don't I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm that friend who, when you and your person is beefing, I see where they was wrong. Okay, I'm gonna see where you was wrong too, but I'ma still say fuck them. Like, that's just me. Um, so we got the Hierophant. Understand your beliefs, values, and boundaries. Sometimes our moon signs help us a lot. Somebody got a Taurus moon. Somebody got a Taurus moon, or somebody got feelings for a Taurus. Um, and it could be a Cancer. Somebody could have somebody in a third party with a Taurus or a Cancer or a Taurus can have somebody in a third party. Because they could be casually dating someone, but they're in love with someone else. Um, understand your belief, values, and boundaries though. I was already talking about that back in the beginning of the video, speaking on like especially Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, fucking Cancer, did I say Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, Gemini. You are not normal. You're not normal. And we are past feeling shame about not being normal. We past that. Because at the end of the day, why would we be ashamed about not being normal when they always reaching out to us? You know what I'm saying? They want to be practical until they need some magic. You know? So stop letting these unmagical people water you down. Sagittarius is cool. Um, I haven't been in a relationship with a Sagittarius in a long time, but I think Sagittarius is very decisive, honestly. Um, how is that Pisces and Sagittarius? If you want to talk about it, how is that? What's that like? I don't know if I ever seen that before. The world, Saturn. You feel like something about destiny. You something about some type of balance. Everything you have worked for is coming together. Accomplishment, success, completion, synthesis, perfection, recognition, and mastery. You like something about you like something about like how they give you space, and because a lot of people don't like how Sagittarius needs a lot of space, but people also don't like how Pisces needs a lot of space. Like, but both of y'all like live like in this happy space, both ruled by Jupiter. Actually, both of y'all ruled by Jupiter. So y'all live in this space, and y'all can sometimes like disappear and come back so happy, and people be so feeling so disrespected. So I do see how you can find some comfort. Just like as a Libra myself, I find comfort with Taurus, even though like we are different. It's just something about an understanding about my original, like who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I don't have any advice. None. I don't have any advice, because Sagittarius is somebody who wants you to be yourself, and Pisces is also somebody who wants you to be yourself. And I understand that I have been responding to this person in the comments, but always make sure you take what resonate and leave what don't, because if you're dealing with any of this stuff, here's some good advice right here. Everything you have worked for is coming together. Saturn. It's like a Saturn return. Who's turning 30? Who's close to 30? Learning good lessons about yourself. 3. Something about 3's a crowd. Oh, yep. And both of y'all is cheaters. But y'all found somebody who y'all don't want to, who you don't think is necessary to cheat on. So cute. Well, actually, Sagittarius is not always yeah. You cannot be a cheater, especially if you see somebody as like interesting or whatever, and they got like a good fight to them. You like that. But Sagittarius is not always a cheater either. Sagittarius is good at commitment. Low key, people be sleeping on Sagittarius about that. But Sagittarius is good with commitment. 42. Oh yeah, you passed your Saturn return. You passed your Saturn return. You got a couple more years until your next one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think my biggest thing My biggest thing when it comes to like summing up 2025, I feel like Gemini the cheater. Mm. Look at this, Eight of Swords, Gemini. It seems like you're black, but you still take a step. Disempowerment, fears, doubts, uncontrolled thoughts, fruitless overthinking, and captivity. Gemini is somebody who is forced and pressured by a lot of social norms. Honestly, and if you get a low vibrational Gemini, they kind of can't think for themselves. Yeah, right. They kind of can't think for themselves. Low vibrational Gemini cannot think for themselves because just like Pisces, they're taking in, like, they're very empathic and they can feel everything. You know what I mean? But Gemini is somebody who, Gemini low vibrational, wants to fit in. Um and Pisces, you're not normal. You know what I mean? And that's your gift. Your gift is you're not normal. So if you're not normal, Gemini enjoys it, but they want to keep you in a closet, you know? So I think walking away was a good thing because you are emotionally tethered and you don't want that to break you. Gemini and Cancer be going through it, man. But I mean, Cancer play a lot of games. Honestly, Cancer, I think you need to learn. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, you need to learn how to say how you feel instead of saying what you think will get you a reaction out of somebody. I'm totally not. None of us really are. It's just that some of us aren't able to be suppressed. Even if like you can bend sometimes because you feel how you say, like, you can be some suppressed sometimes because you feel people forcing you into isolation. At the end of the day, the isolation then becomes your comfort and you still break out and be you. It did break me. It took a lot. Because they're loving, like the good, like the truth is, Gemini is loving. They take time to see parts of you that don't nobody else see. They concerned us about stuff about you that other people don't care about. So I understand that it will hurt you to be in one of those triangles with Gemini. But if Gemini is not elevated and able to think for themselves and make their own decisions, you gotta go. Because at the end of the day, Gemini genuinely loves a certain level of toxicity. And like Gemini's sun loves a certain level of toxicity and chaos. And the only Gemini that you can trust is somebody who tells you that directly. Like, if they like you, I ain't gonna lie. Like, they gonna have to give it to you. Like, if Gemini not hit you with the I ain't gonna lie, let them go. Because when Gemini is being too nice, they not being trustworthy. That's that one person that you need to hurt your feelings. Because when they smiling, they hiding shit. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, keep your eyes on your goals and enjoy every moment. Courage, excitement, free spirit, love of life, enthusiastic, and discovery. We integrate our shadows. Some of us need more attention than others. It's okay. Because if you accept that you need more attention than others, like if you integrate that shamed part of yourself. I like to be connected to my partner. I like to know everything that they doing. I like to be like, if you connect that with the higher version of yourself, that's like, okay, I like to be together. I like closeness. I like merging souls with my person. But I also have my own autonomy, and I like to have my alone time, and I can do it by myself. If you mix those two things, you can get somebody who don't neglect those things within you. It's when you don't mix the shadow and the higher self that, like, something goes unfed. You get what I'm saying? One last card from the tarot, then we're gonna move on. Sharing your success builds more success, Taurus. I think y'all relationship will be fine. Both of y'all are pretty chaotic, um, but also very peaceful. Both like craziness outside and peace in the home. You can be a little bit less on schedule. Sagittarius likes schedule. Sagittarius, when they commit, they actually like a certain level of routine. So odd, right? For somebody so spontaneous and fear of commitment, they like commitment. They like routine. Yeah, that's what they like. They like to be able to count on and rely on you. I know my partner or my person is going to be here at this time doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it'll be fine. I think both of y'all are two people who don't give up easy, and it could work. Six of Pentacles, Earth, Taurus, sharing your success builds, and y'all both are very generous. And Sagittarius secretly is a man who likes to receive, and it ain't a big secret. So you a good person for that Sagittarius. Well, you would answer a lot of their prayers because like what they need is not a problem to you, but Pisces, people need. And people needing is just not a problem to you because you're such a great manifester. You can be what anybody needs because you're equipped with literally everything. And anything that you haven't mastered is just something that you can work on. And you know that. And that's why you the prize. Okay, Sagittarius at the bottom, there is always another way to do something. With the Ten of Swords. Motherfuckers is like, listen, you don't want me? It's fine. Somebody else will. You don't value me? It's fine. Somebody else will. You don't have time for me? It's fine. Somebody else will. You know what I mean? And until I find somebody who likes the whole version of me, I like the whole version of me. Oh, I'm happy for y'all. And everybody need to be on that energy. And I learned like stuff like with the house placement. I think everybody has every single zodiac sign in their birth chart. It's just like not all of your planets are full, but the house placements are. And it's 12 houses and 12 zodiac signs, not including Ophiuchus or however you say that. Some people say Ophiuchus. I'm not about to try to figure that out. Like, I'm a Libra. If Ophiuchus is involved, then I'm a Virgo. I'm still not Ophiuchus or Ophiuchus or whatever, so it's like it doesn't concern me, honestly. I live in the United States of America. They didn't grow me up teaching that. Monk or nun, something about going within and learning to be grateful about what you have and who you are. Your scars help you align with your truth, and your truth helps you align with your tribe. I like this reading. What else? Medicine man or woman, your truth helps you align with your tribe. Medicine man or woman, we're not talking white coats, we're talking about master herbalists. Okay, you cannot be a master herbalist believing people who telling you that soursop and eating healthier can't destroy cancer cells in your body. You cannot be a master herbalist and your best friend still puts weed killer on their dandelions. Straight up. How is that your best friend and you're a master herbalist? They're wasting something that can up your whole life, and you can get that for free from them, but they putting weed killer on it. Do they even care about who you are, or do they care about the benefits of reaping what you bring to the table? So they're gonna let you pick dandelions at everybody's house but theirs. Even before they could at least let you get the dandelions before they do the weed killer. You get what I'm saying? Align with people who believe in you. If you are a person who believes in miracles, you need to be with a person who believes in miracles. If you are an I can person, you need to get as far away from I can't people as possible. Oh, this takes time. This takes time. This takes time. It don't take time for everybody. Now, I don't know if you was the person who was here the whole time or what, but I already spoke on this. Pisces and Sagittarius do not have to plan. They don't. They don't. Now, not as short-term things like making a couple $100, making a couple $1,000. You apply yourself. If you ain't done it yet, you need to try it. Manifesting based off of your desires. You can do that real easy. I promise. All you got to do is talk to God about how to get it, where to get it, or ask your footsteps to be guided towards it. You're going to have it real fast because you're a magical person. Like, your steps are ordered. As long as you stay connected to your higher self, you're going to always be in alignment. Sagittarius and Pisces. Always are strong Sagittarius Pisces placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mars, Jupiter, midheaven, Sagittarius and Pisces. North Node, did I say North Node? You do not have to plan. Now, it would make sense for you to have long-term plans just so you can make sure you get everything that you want from life. You know what I mean? But like, you don't have to be practical because they are. Like, that is not required of you. You're supposed to be out here dreaming and making your dreams come true. Something about travel. Somebody's going to go to Asia or somewhere out of the country this year. Somebody's getting their passport. Congratulations. I'm saying it's been long enough, not in a way of shaming you. I don't even have my own passport. I mean, it's been long enough because, baby, you deserve it. Okay? Finance it. You deserve it. Okay? I'm telling y'all. Listen, I want y'all to know, and I always tell, because I told y'all this before, but I'm going to say it again. If you have a Pisces in your life, right, they do need a little bit more than the average person. They need emotional support. They cry sometimes. They have to talk about their feelings. Sometimes they need you to buy them something. Do it. If you got a Pisces in your life and they need from you and you love that person, do it. I'm telling you, it's no type of blessings like blessing a motherfucking Pisces. I always tell you that. Pisces, Cancer, Libra are partnership people. They need, okay? And God will bless you abundantly for giving them what they want. And it happens like that every time. That's why people who date Pisces, Cancer, and Libra, even if they wasn't like super famous or super financially stable or whatever, like, if they wasn't that before dating them, they are that now, especially while dating them. But when you use Pisces, Cancer, or Libra, you lose your finances. Or when did I say use them? I said use them, right? Yep. When you use them, you lose this. But if you allow yourself to be of use to those zodiac signs, the money just keep pouring in. I'm telling you, one thing I'ma do, you my folks. Now, I'm not talking about over the internet, like, because we all surviving, you know. But like, my friend or something, he go, you know. I'm just saying, like, having bonds with those three zodiac signs attracts a lot of blessings. But it's attracting those blessings because they're going to need, and it's going to be your job to give. Because Libra, Pisces, and Cancer is doing emotional work for you. So you do financial work for them. Simple. You need to do the work. Like, you need the work. So Libra, Pisces, and Cancer, they go and they talk to God and they tell God, like, this person is putting in this effort and I need you to make this path available to them so we can succeed moving forward. And now you got a whole come up because somebody prayed for you. If you don't go pay your dues to that person who prayed for you, I'm telling you, it's levels to it. Like, cancer takes the a little bit of the weight off your shoulders a little bit. Cancer actually shows up for you financially, and they make more finances available to you because Cancer is very creative. So like, Cancer, if you want to be like an artist of some sort, dating Cancer is good because Cancer is into like the details of making art come alive. And that is somebody who is going to believe in like your process, and they don't need you for finances. Like Cancer doesn't need you for finances, really. Not really. They may decide to lean on you, but if Cancer decide to lean on you for finances, like, and not try at all, they don't like you, because Cancer don't need you for money. Like, they may need sometimes, but just like overall, straight up dependent on you, they don't like you, because Cancer don't need you to have that stuff. But I'm just saying, when you date them three signs, man, because Libra don't need you, and Pisces don't need you either. So it's like, okay, whatever you don't do, another person will. True, but that other person that does it could literally be the individual that asked you for what it was that they needed. Those people are very capable. Just like they're good at manifesting money for somebody else, they're really good at manifesting money for themselves. So, take that how you want to take it, because it's your life and we all have to make our own mistakes. But I'm just letting you know, dating them three zodiac signs, like I said, because Cancer gonna take the weight off your shoulders. Libra's a helper. Libra's a helper, and Libra's gonna pray. Like, Libra's gonna pray for you in ways, and they're gonna manifest opportunities that's gonna elevate you. Um, and I'm just, yo, I swear to God, every time, and I'm sorry if somebody is offended by me swearing to God, but you get up, like, if you start dating a Pisces, this happened to me every time I date a Pisces. I start meeting like famous people. I start like finding money. I start like my job just seemed to be going so easy. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. Because first of all, I wouldn't, authority figures. I wouldn't lie to you because, first of all, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it, and I don't feel like I have to. And I actually enjoy saying shit that's like off the wall. So that's why I wouldn't lie, because I enjoy how disturbed you might be about my truth. Okay, so I'm telling you, man, that's the manifesting right there. And then I'm hearing also something about, watch out for dating a Gemini man who I don't have a career. Uh because they're gonna be needing you to finance their dreams. If he don't like what he doing, he gonna need you to finance his dreams. So you say, okay, Sanjay, so what kind of Gemini should I find? Because you need somebody with a career, or you would, somebody career driven is healthy. True. So Gemini, like a Gemini male that is safe, he should have a career and a hobby, not just one or the other, because that's not going to satisfy him. If he has a career and multiple hobbies, that's fine. But a Gemini with just one or the other, you're gonna be coming out of pocket harder for Gemini than you do for fucking Virgo. And Virgo is a taker, especially a Virgo man. Yeah, you don't know it yet, but it's gonna be a day that comes where that man is not gonna be feeling too good, and it's gonna last a long time. Because Virgos are slow to change. Like, so when Virgo go down, they go down. Virgo, what is it? Gemini don't stay down that long because they're prideful. So I don't know, but their pride, along with like their charisma and stuff like that, it makes them receivers because people just give to them all the time. Gemini is a hierarchy in their family too. Just in case, I don't know who that would help with kindness in the reverse. Gemini is a hierarchy in their family as well. So sometimes when Gemini, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And then they not really throw rocks and hide their hands type of people because they brave. But like I'm not talking about Gemini collective. I'm talking about Virgo men. Um, because they're brave, so they're not gonna throw rocks and hide their hand. It's just like sometimes they swing at you and be mad that you swing back. Like, bro, self defense. What do you think this is? Virgo people, no, not just Virgo men, Virgo people in general, they gonna swing on you and be like, why would you hit me? Bro, you hit me. Fuck. Fuck. All right, but back to what I was saying about Gemini. Gemini is the hierarchy of their family. You understand? They say Geminis are born into families who don't know how to communicate properly. So sometimes you see them being emotionally avoidant or like laughing at their own pain and shit like that because Gemini literally is like going home and raising their mom. And I understand that don't make an excuse for them to treat you the way that they did. But like this person is irritated as fuck. Gemini is irritated as fuck. And that's why I say with they being too nice, that's like their representative. Like Gemini being super nice and agreeable is a representative. But when Gemini is like, no. When Gemini is putting a foot down, that's when it's the real them. That's the real Gemini because that is their comfort in truth. Because they love their mom, but that motherfucker don't know how to mind their business or watch their mouth. Gemini's mom. So that's why Gemini is how that is. How that's why that Gemini that you know is the way that they are the way that they are. However you want me to say that, it don't make it better, but it is the truth. Gemini actually loves, they actually are hurt when you walk away. Like I understand that they don't display emotions like the same way, but no, Gemini is somebody who loves you until the day that they die. If they ever say that they love you, they do. And that's why a lot of times like some people see it as toxic because they didn't give you what you wanted in that moment, but they always come back. Gemini is somebody who be spinning the block. Gemini is going to spin the block because they loved you for real. Like they was walking on thin ice, but they loved you for real. You know what I mean? And how do you get past that? You accept that that's somebody who loved you, but just wasn't in alignment with you. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That's okay. You needed depth, and they were tired. You gave them energy, they were still tired. Like it's nothing you can do. Because at the end of the day, once it starts emptying your cup, you gotta give them the space to fill their own cup. Because one thing about a Gemini, when they back hit the wall, they fill their own cup and they don't want shit from you. So it's no reason to make you feel some type of way because I understand as the reader how it feels to be the watcher. And I know how it feels. I got a Pisces rising, so I know how it feels when people says things that could trigger you and make you question your decisions, especially like water signs or water placements. Like we could be very nostalgic. And sometimes, even though we know somebody wasn't meant for us, we still feel a sense of regret for letting go somebody that we loved. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to say this in a way so that you don't regret it, but you can just understand your past. You know what I mean? And move forward. Because at the end of the day, you still deserve somebody who was going to challenge themselves to show up for you. You know what I mean? But they was just challenged by everything else. And they were so distracted by society that they didn't even see that you was going to save them from it. But we have to accept that when we date people, it's because of a certain level of alignment that either is truly there or that we believe is there. So, like they just, I'm how to say that their avoidance probably matched yours in a way that made you see your own avoidance, which then triggered your next step of growth, which made you like healthier in addressing things. And they just probably didn't grow like as fast as you did. You know what I mean? And you should continue to move forward with your life. Like if that person never come back, like I said, they do really love you. Um, friend zone them, friend zone them, because you're nostalgic too. And if anything ever hit the fan, you would want that person's comfort. Um, so if that person ever came back and you still wanted them in your life, just make them your friend. Like and don't internalize or use your empathy and let them too close. But if you love somebody, you can definitely live in your truth with somebody who loves you as well. It's just what it is. Because can't nobody love you without seeing the whole you. So when somebody love you and they seen the whole you, that is personal. That's yours. Um, I got Gemini moon. So like I know Gemini, like it's not what it looks like. It's not. It's not. And the self-sabotage is just not your problem. It's not. It's not your problem. They had too much shit to deal with. They didn't know how to create boundaries. They was holding on to bonds that was sacrificing your relationship. They have to learn. We have to learn, you know. And I heard that thing. I don't know if it's true, but I've been seeing it. Like everything that I've seen has made it true. If you ever let a man disrespect you, it don't matter how much he grow, he's still going to disrespect you because you was somebody who he could disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't suggest going back, but that don't mean that you can't like still live in your truth of the fact that you love that person. I wouldn't do that. That's not how I do it. I don't know. But like I said, Libra Sun, Gemini Moon, Pisces Rising. I am very deep into how I feel. You know what I mean? And like when people don't like how I feel, I just don't like them. You know? Like I understand if you disagree, but just straight up like having me go away from my truth, I don't do that. It's okay. Man, people they just not everybody not meant for us. Grounded. Cancer rising. Oh my. Oh my. See, but when I had said that earlier, I was like Gemini and Cancer is chaotic. Cancer never lets go. I swear to God. I don't know about no I don't know about Cancer rising, but I would just assume that it's universal. But Cancer men, like Cancer women actually have the pride of a man, you know? So it's like Cancer women can sometimes miss you and like stand on fuck you, I don't need you. Like Cancer men, bro, that is a whole nother level of I refuse to let you go. Like I refuse to let you go. Cancer be like, okay, I'll just wait a month. The month don't work, okay, I'll wait 2 months. 2 months don't work, I'll wait 3. 3 months don't work, I'll wait 6. 6 months don't work, I'll talk to you next year. Like what the fuck? That shit is scary. I don't know. And then it's like, cause you be when it comes to Cancer, man. I don't know about y'all. Like I said, I'm Libra Sun, Gemini Moon, Pisces Rising. I am attracted to like what they bring. I am like I am. So it's like, but once it all goes left, once they start coming back, you are really holding on to like who they were. You know what I mean? He probably wants you back, girl. I ain't gonna lie. I be wanting my Cancers back, but it's like I just don't trust them now. And that's another thing too. Geminis, they will do that. Like they will not trust you because it's logic over it. It's logic over love. Logic over love. And Pisces is purposely like throwing you off. So it's you probably scared them. But that's I was talking about that in this video too. Like men having this need to conquer women, like opposed to accepting like she just something that I can't control, so I should honor her opposed to trying to dominate her. And that's probably why that didn't work out, because like he chose to see you as a challenge that he should try to overcome, opposed to like accepting you for who you was. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna just say, watch out, because air signs, we love water signs. Like, and we be willing to get just as crazy as y'all just to have y'all in our lives. Like, we don't give a damn, because we don't deal with emotions the same way as others, and earth signs try to put us in a place to suppress our emotions and only use the ones that benefit them. And fire signs want our emotions to be out of control. Like, but water signs, they don't mind your emotions to be out of control as long as it's directed and the goal is towards them. And that's why we like y'all. And that's why we drive each other crazy, because like with y'all, like we feel, like we love to feel, and we love people who understand, like who want to understand us, like instead of being like, okay, this person shut down or at this thing, like y'all can take that and be like, okay, this person is shut down because they're insecure about that topic. Not, y'all don't take it and be like, oh, this person shut down because they're arrogant about this thing or they're too good for me. So you made that person felt seen. And yeah, like his loss, honestly, his loss. I never, like, I don't know. I'ma love me a Pisces every time they come in my life, even though it's probably going to end. Because I got a Pisces rising. Pisces rising and Pisces sun, we're not meant to last forever. But we will love each other forever. But it's like Pisces and Pisces, um, it's just pain on pain, trauma on trauma. And sometimes it can, like, we end up just hurting each other more sometimes. So, but it's okay because we trigger growth in each other and we teach each other things, and we grow like in ways that like we can't go backwards. And I'm just gonna always appreciate that. That's another thing. Upset Pisces will teach you things, emotions. Upset Pisces is going to read you down just like a motherfucking Aries, except for they need less cuss words and they got more tears. Okay? When the Pisces tell you what they don't like that you did, or a pattern that's inside of you, listen. Listen. Just listen. I'm not saying that you got to do what they say, but keep it in mind, because whatever you did to hurt that Pisces is going to hurt anybody. It would hurt anybody. Anybody who's willing to care about you, it would hurt them. I ain't gonna lie. One thing about it, I listen. I'm a listener. Okay? I am a listener. But I can't take people like saying mean stuff to me. Forgive. So that's just kind of why we don't work out. Either I said something mean to the Pisces said something mean to me. Shoot. Or we both didn't talk and we needed each other, and it's like, you know, advocate. Oh, look at me being the middleman. Get loose. Get loose. I don't know, Pisces. Are you thinking about being like a therapist? Have you ever considered that? Being a therapist of some sort, or a counselor, or a mentor, um, or some sort of coach, working with children, like in art or dance or song. I think you would do really well in that. I know a lot of Pisces who are already doing really well in that, but like creativity and bringing magic alive is good. And I think if you worked with children, you can keep the children from becoming like the rest of society, because the problem with society right now is that people kill the magic in people in their adolescence. You know what I mean? So if you can awaken it and make it powerful in their adolescence, you could change the world starting at the root, honestly. And understanding, like I said, you don't say, oh, this person shut down because they don't care about me. You say, this person shut down because they're insecure. And because they're insecure, they're not able to love me in the ways that I needed to be loved. See? Shout out to the water signs. Shout out to the water signs, but I'm gonna say more right now, and this is not favoritism just because of the viewer. I am a truth teller. Shout out to the Pisces for understanding people gently. Because Scorpio is understanding you to manipulate you. and a little bit so is Cancer. Because, like I said, it's something about finances. Cancer is finances. Cancer is finances. I don't care how much money they got. They plotting on yours. Um, but shout out to the water signs for knowing the truth. For looking deeper than the surface, because that's why people connect to them. It's not about the fact of they cried and they needed somebody to be there for them. It was like, no, somebody needed to cry and they was there for them. That water sign was there for somebody. So yeah, water sign have people that's there for them, but that's because that water sign showed up for that person. So shout out to y'all. Um Now we're gonna pull some cards from the Angels and Ancestors deck, and we almost done. Yeah. This is a beautiful reading though, and I'm happy. My first day back in months and months and months and months. I'm very happy with this reading, honestly. And thank you so much for your support too. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. When you get that feeling, this don't feel right. Listen to it. It's hard, but listen to it. Because sometimes learning why it's not right can hurt you more than leaving for the feeling. But we all got to work on that on our own time in our own ways. And again, I'm not the one here to judge you because I understand that it's hard. Um, but if anybody and everybody wants to live in their magic, you have to learn to listen to your body and your instincts. Everything, everything don't gotta be planned out. Say, like, for example, this is a great way to win the lottery, but everybody's not going to do it because asking you shall receive. Like, if you're not asking with a faithful heart, you're not going to get it. But it's so simple, like feeling like I want to go to the store. You know what I mean? Then you walk to one store and it's closed, but you really want to still go to the store because not only do you desire like walking, but you really want a bag of chips. You know what I mean? And you want the red Doritos. Ooh, say boom. You go to the store, first store open, don't got no red Doritos. First store open, you have the choice. If your body say get whatever they got, that's one thing. But if you sticking to the fact that you initially wanted red Doritos, because you got a new instinct if you decide to not get the red Doritos. You know what I mean? Like if your body feels a new level of comfort with a new decision, that's one thing. But you could stick to the fact that you want those red Doritos and you can walk around the corner to the bar. And when you get to the bar, you get your chips and then you got $3.75 left after getting whatever bag of chips you got. And then you look over and you lock eyes with that $1 lottery ticket. Why do you think you did that? You locked eyes with it. You don't say, nah. You don't do that. You don't do that. You could have easily overlooked that. It's so many things to overlook. For example, I see everything on my wall right now, but what stands out to me is that pink monkey. The pink monkey. I have no clue why. I'll find out later. You don't lock eyes with something and then say, nah, that ain't gonna work. If you don't believe in your motherfucker self, man, listen to your instincts. It is like random things from the universe. Exactly. Mother Earth, feel love and comforted. They said, I remember when my baby, she said, she or he, they said they needed this. Man, I'm about to make them want some chips because they don't even know that store that they want don't got the chips. They gonna have to walk to that bar, and I got that next winning lottery ticket right there on the top. They gonna have the perfect change. You know what I'm saying? Listen to your heart, man. Listen to your head, listen to your heart, listen to both of them. You can't choose one or the other because if you choose only one, You are abandoning a part of yourself. Don't do that. I don't care what society norms are. Everybody's society is different. But the heavens, the God that we serve, correct? The God that we serve loves the whole you. The God that we serve say, come as you are, right? That's the whole you. I love that person, but I know, I've been watching the patterns and I just can see that they not going to ever know how to treat me. But I love them. But I got to go. That's deciding to give your head space even though you already made space for your heart. How do you choose your heart over your head? Let me think. What are you choosing your heart over your head? Forgiving somebody is when you choose your heart over your head. Like, I know this person hurt me, but I understand that when they did it, they were a certain level of ignorant. I know I don't have to let them in my life, but I do care about them enough to release their soul from me and my soul from them. So I'm going to forgive them, so we can move forward. So you started off with your head, but you made space for your heart as well. Do not abandon either part of yourself. Don't do that. One or two more. Mountain, stand your ground. Somebody could be trying to come in and play on your heartstrings, especially you as this reader, as the viewer. Don't if that Gemini comes to you within the next 7 days, don't answer the phone. Don't answer it. Don't answer it because like I said, Gemini kind of played low key this year. And if Gemini is like going into that new year trying to make sure you're still attached to them, make them doubt it. Okay? Make them doubt it. Make them doubt it. They not using their heart. Because if they was using their heart, they would leave you alone. Um, so stand your ground. Something about integration. Anybody. If somebody did not value you in some way, if somebody didn't value the way that you think, don't answer that phone. Because the next few days is when people are going to be feeling very triggered because, like I said, it's a big shift happening right now where people are going into that new year, new me thing, and people can feel the cords being cut. Okay, so integrate your entire self. So that means even your higher self and your shadow self. Listen, I liked you when I liked you. I care about you, but I don't fucking like you no more. Period. I want you out of my face and I want you to stay safe. That's okay. It's okay to feel like that. Like, it's okay. Because that's your truth. Fuck how they feel about how you feel. They don't even feel. You know? Fuck them. You ask somebody how they feel, they be like, oh, well, such and such told me. Such and such said this was right. You know? They ain't even going with such and such said this was right. So I decided to go within and see how I felt them. It's just like, well, such and such told me that when people express their feelings or they emotional, that they immature, you know? So that person abandoned you because you wanted them to communicate their emotions. You wanted them to integrate their whole self. So they want you to abandon a part of yourself. Something about these next 7 days, do not trust the people from your past. I don't know about after the next 7 days because I'm not looking at that. Just these next 7 days, do not take back no ex. Don't answer the phone. Don't respond. None of that. If you have a way to when they reach out to you, like if it's a call, like end it as soon as they call. Like as soon as they do like this, do like that. As soon as they do like that, just do it. Hang it up. Hang it up. I hate when I be having my phone on my laptop. Oh, she? It's a she? It's a she? Gemini woman? I mean, Gemini. I don't know, man. I know this one Gemini girl, and I think she cool as hell. But I know that she not loyal, like as a lover. I know that she not loyal because she a flirt. But she was a flirt, but like she still embraced like the person who was her person in front of the people that she flirted with. So I can't really. Gemini is Gemini. I just told I'm a Gemini sun. Like we need we I know that you are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't care. But I heard Sagittarius women, they like to spend money. I met this one girl and she was gay and she had like a girlfriend. She just kept buying her shit. But they ended up breaking up because the person didn't reciprocate like her happiness and um like her gift giving and stuff like that. Like they didn't reciprocate her abundance mindset. So I don't know what to say about that. But Gemini women, I don't know. Cause I know like I don't really want to call myself a cheater because I actually will avoid commitment. Like if I'm not happy, like if you're not stimulating enough to me, or like if you are an avoidant or something like that. Like it's not that I think that you less than because you're an avoidant. It's just that I'm really bored with having to figure you out without you communicating with me. So like Gemini, anything is like a hit or miss. You know what I mean? Gemini placements is really not for everybody, especially if like you a person who need a lot of time to yourself, and sometimes you want people to figure it out without you talking. That's not Gemini because that mind is way too busy like to figure you out. They just need you to tell them. I'm sorry. I don't know. You know, shaman, trust in higher forces. I would still say just don't go back, especially if it's a Gemini woman, because they take shit as a game. Cause sometimes Gemini women are worse than Gemini men. I ain't gonna lie. It's not one Gemini woman, including myself. Like, and like I said, I'm not even a Gemini sun. I'm a Gemini moon. But like, if you damage me emotionally, like I start to enjoy the game. Like, I may not have started off manipulative, but once I see that this is what this is, like I also become like a little bit evil and not enjoy like hurting you. So, and Gemini Sun women admit that too. I've seen some. It's this one reader on here who I love to death, and I'm not gonna say her name right now, but I love her to death. But like Gemini placements, we enjoy hurting you back. So I think that like you if like if you're a person who makes a lot of mistakes like in love, or you constantly like put somebody on the back burner or whatever, or I'll just get to it, you know, Gemini is not for you because they gonna do something that you deem to be disloyal. But it's like at the same time, and I'm not defending that person against you, remember? I'm not gonna go against you. But I'm just speaking on the Geminian energy. Like you need to connect with Gemini. Like Gemini is not somebody who is going to be waiting for you. You're going to deem them as disloyal, and because they not crying about their feelings to you, their shit don't sometimes even get acknowledged. You know what I mean? So it's like you see them as disloyal, but you don't even know that like you already made them feel abandoned. You know, like they air signs, anybody, this for anybody, air signs, just because we don't complain to you about our feelings, that don't mean that they don't exist. And we need just as much nurturing as the next person. You know what I mean? And sometimes people, not you or anybody, I don't know, I'm just saying, sometimes people can live too much on the material realms. And I say that because earth signs are also emotionally unavailable. They just enjoy manipulation a lot. So they love bomb you and shit like that to get you attached to them so that they can siphon your energy. But like because people enjoy taking from earth signs, they play the game. Air signs really don't want to do that with you. They don't want to be used. They don't really want to use you. They want to integrate. And I think that people could do themselves a big favor by like starting to care about air signs' feelings. Ask an air sign how they feel instead of telling them how they feel. How they feel is not normal. And when the air sign tell you how they feel, don't tell somebody else. Sit with that air sign. Like, don't try to have somebody else sum that air sign up. Listen to your air sign. That is the only way it's gonna work. Let me see. I started to give them the same energy that she was giving. And if it ended, oh well. Honestly, because if somebody at the end of the day, I don't know what went wrong, but if you don't like something, don't deal with it. Mirroring people is a good thing for when you want to stay in a relationship, but I do think it has to be a limit on mirroring because, and it's good that you moved on because that means that you was willing to add the limit. You know what I mean? But it's just a certain point of like don't be playing people game too much. You know what I mean? Like don't play people's games too much because then again that's like enforcing something in their brain that y'all are equal. And it's like, no, you actually capable of even more than what that person is displaying. You know what I mean? Voluntarily at that. Like, don't stoop to nobody level because unless it's your choice. Don't stoop to nobody's level because it can taint who you are. Like I said, me, a Gemini placement, if I do something evil to you, you did something evil to me. Um, and my feelings was not considered, even though I did talk about it because I literally talk too much. But yeah, like I like my get back, and it don't change me. But some people it do change you. Like water signs, I don't think y'all should get back because like it alters how you look at your future. Water suns, water moons, I don't think you should do that because then it starts making you believe like bad stuff about other people. And y'all are people who like when you heal up, like it's gonna always be somebody willing to love you genuinely, especially a Libra, always willing to love you genuine or Sagittarius. Sagittarius play a lot, but Sagittarius, I don't know. That Sagittarius girl that I met, I think that like she was raw as fuck, and I appreciated her because she just wasn't fake, bro. And and you like that, like I like that, so I could see why you like that. She wasn't fake at all, and she showed her love like in a way that you just didn't have to question it. You know what I mean? Like if she don't like something, she say that. If she loves it, she says that. If she thinks she better than something, she says that. If she thinks she's better than you, she says that. Like, and a lot of people can't handle that, but when you used to seeing so much fake stuff in life, like Sagittarius is like a breath of fresh air, honestly. Who else? I don't know. I like Libras too because Libras accept you for who you are and help you grow without telling you there's something wrong with you. I like that. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. They be like, okay, well, let's just work on it. We can work on it together. I love that about it. I love that about Libras. Libras are big, like, okay, let's do this together. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. So we talking about 2025 going into 2026. It's 2026 now. I'm seeing Aries. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Everybody ain't gonna like what the fuck. I see Aries, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Okay, so this is Aries. This is Taurus. This is Sagittarius. And the hair is Taurus too. Taurus man. Um, Aries, Taurus. Something about people desiring people who know what they want and go at it with a good focus. Something about people being tired of people who are scatterbrained in partnerships. That's good for y'all, man. Good for us. Period. Anybody who thinks like that, because you deserve to have somebody who sees you. And a person can't see you if they don't even can pay attention. And that's probably what she did. That's probably what the fuck she did. Like I said in the beginning, being too distracted. See, but I'm a Libra. So my Libra sun and the Pisces rising kind of saves me from like being too deep into my Gemini because I care too much. You know what I mean? So I can be scatterbrained, like, but I scatter if like you hurt me. I don't scatter like just because I'm not like, oh, squirrel, squirrel. I do see the squirrel though, no lie. I see the squirrel. So when I see the squirrel and I'm paying attention to the squirrel, I reach out and touch the person while I use my eyes to follow the squirrel so that they know that I'm like, and I do stuff, I swear to God, because I'm definitely a squirrel type of person. But like, I'm not squirrel, and then I'm like, oh, what'd you say? I'm like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I know, that's crazy. Yup. Yeah, I ain't like it either. You know, because I'm, that's just who I am. Y'all, we are gonna figure it out based off of who we are. And I'm telling you, the key is to accept things about yourself that people don't like. They don't like things about you because they don't like things about themselves. Because if they so strongly didn't like things about you and they were so much better than you, they would leave you the fuck alone. But they don't. Therefore, they like you and they don't like them. And they don't like themselves even more because they try to give you a hard time and it doesn't work. And also, they try to give you a hard time thinking and wanting to convince themselves and you that they're better than you, but they know that they need you. Fuck them. Night, be brave and honest. I'm mean too. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And most people stay in relationships a lot longer than I do because the more that you hurt me, the worse it's going to get for you. You know what I mean? So, like, I hope I never have to. And I'm glad that I have a lot of compassion for the people that I dealt with because I really, ooh, I did that to a Gemini, but I was in love with that motherfucker for a long, long time. Motherfucker came back to me after I had already healed. I ain't never read a person like that. These words could have sent me to hell if I said them too fast. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like, you think you blase, blase, blah whole time, but it was the truth. Because you know, a lot of times we when we care about people, sometimes there's certain things that we don't say. And it's not that we're afraid of that truth or whatever the case may be. We don't want to hurt that person. So instead of like telling them the directions, we more so direct them towards the things. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm tired of helping you organize your own emotions. You're an adult. You're an adult. It's time for you to deal with your own emotions. Nobody said you had to figure it all out, but you want my attention and you won't even give attention to yourself is despicable. How dare you think you're worth my time when you're not worth your own damn time? Because I am the Queen of Swords. And because I got like those water placements, like I know how to see people's insecurities. So like if you try to hurt me, like you trying to hurt me, make space for me to accurately hurt you. You know what I mean? I always say this, and I was teaching it to my therapist. My therapist is a Gemini sun, Capricorn moon, Scorpio rising. So, like, she's open to learning from me too. And I always tell her this. Um, you know what weapons to use against a person based off of the things that they use to attack you. Because whatever they're using to quote unquote hurt you is what they think is scary. Like they swear this shit is the big bad wolf. Whole time it's like, so say we're gonna use Pisces for example, or Cancer. We're gonna use Pisces and Cancer. We're gonna use Pisces because Cancer can lie, even though they feel as much as Pisces do. Cancer can sometimes not want you to know the truth of how bad you hurt them. But Pisces has a little less shame in crying in front of you because they understand that it's kind of like going to release them from you if they be their self. So, like, say, like, somebody making fun of Pisces because they crying and shit like that. Like, okay, like, okay, you don't like people to tell you the truth. You don't like people to give you a fair chance. You don't like people who appreciate your flaws. You don't like people who will sacrifice their peace to have peace with you. Okay, then you don't need that. And you'll never get that again. And that's why those of us who love like real hard, like sometimes we question ourselves, but that's just because we loving people who we question. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I pray for us that are hard lovers, like genuine, selfless lovers. I pray that we learn our own worth and value because truly we're the ones that's actually stronger because we're not scared to be ourselves. I'm not taking no more from this deck because I want to end this reading soon, and I'm gonna move on to the next deck just to get it over with. Seriously, this is my first reading back in months, and this reading is 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm glad that it's all valuable information. Anything from my collective. We're gonna use something. We're gonna use this. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Somebody if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Well, I mean, that's just accurate based off detail. Thanks. Thanks. I only want sex. Somebody has a sex addiction. Somebody has a sex addiction. Thanks. Somebody has a sex addiction and they may care about you, but they just don't know how to care at all. Somebody, and when I say this, I want y'all to know that I'm not making fun of nobody. Because I am also a victim of the same thing, and the majority of people in the world are, or not majority, but a good amount. Like if it's 60%, is the majority because it's only 40% left. Um, but a lot of people have experienced like sexual trauma at a young age, and I don't know anybody's race, but especially a lot of black people experience sexual trauma at a young age. So they equate love with sex, like they equate closeness with and intimacy with sex. um so somebody may love you but they just may not know how, and that is why like sex is something like the most passionate thing that somebody shares because they just don't know how. And again, that is not a reason for you to stay just because they are ignorant. You know what I mean? They can go and get therapy. Like I said earlier, therapy don't fix the problems, but it definitely triggers you to fix it yourself. I thought a broke nigga said something. Somebody was playing games because they had financial issues. Let's shuffle. I wish I could tell you how much I care for you, but you are too strong, and that scares me. Never stop being you. That's deep. We're gonna go with one more because that just lines up with everything that I said. Like people, they love you for who you are. They are afraid of who you are because that is not who they are. One more. Oh, you freaking dummy! I'm crazy about you, baby. You're not crazy about me. You're crazy, and I let you be crazy in front of me without judgment, and I smiled as you went through your moods, and that's why you think you're crazy about me. You're crazy about the comfort that I give you, my love, but you're crazy. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Viewer, viewers, collective, we're going to be okay. As long as we don't ignore ourselves. I don't give a damn. I'm here because I was like, I'm that friend. I'm that friend. I'm that friend who gonna go against anybody for you. As long as like they hurt you, fuck them. Okay? I don't care if it's the past. I don't care if it's the future. Fuck them. Anybody, and I know that shit gonna hurt because when it's me, I be down in the motherfucking dumps. But you know, when I'm down in the dumps, I wish somebody who could stand next to me is somebody to stand next to me and say fuck them and hold my head high. You know what I mean? So at any given point, a person decide they don't want to work with you, they don't want to appreciate what the fuck you bring to the table. Fuck them. And if they already didn't appreciate what you bring to the table, don't give them nothing else. Don't give them nothing else. They don't appreciate you, the table, food, drinks, nothing. They don't even notice the value in their own resources. Because that's what they turn you into, a resource, and then devalue you. So if they didn't have the comfort, they didn't have the love, they didn't have the table, they didn't have the food, they didn't have the water, they just died. But they say that's worthless? Fuck them. Just because you got a bigger table, a bigger personality, more food, more water, that don't mean that they should be coming over, because they just coming over to be like, oh, this not even a regular kind of aloe. Where the fuck did you get that from? Because it's still good. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been drinking aloe before it was popular. So, I know when aloe is good. It's still good. I just got it from a different store than the stores that I usually go to. So now I'm shopping at new stores and I'm supposed to be like, oh, try it. This is mine. This is my aloe. Nah, you need what you used to. Go over there. If the store closed, oh well, make your own. That's just what it is, man. 2025, what did it teach us? When they giving us a hard time, fuck them. All right. So what JT say? All 2024, 2025, 2026, until the rest of the time. We ain't fucking with you broke niggas. We ain't fucking with you bitch niggas. We ain't fucking with nobody who don't fuck with us. Pussy hoe. We not toning down for people no more. If we tone down for people, how we supposed to make $1 billion? You can't make $1 billion toned down. They tried to tone down Zoe Spencer, and then she was the host on the Baddies reunion. They said she was too much. That's what they said. And I gotta mention it. I understand. Yes, I'm the drama. Like, I would not be a true Gemini moon if I didn't do a little reporting. Kai Cenat did not want Zoe because he couldn't control her. She was his equal. And now he just got played by a girl who only wanted to use him for his money. He couldn't have got played by a girl who wanted to use him for his money if he would have got with a girl who had the same amount of power as he did. So sometimes people turn their backs on us because they can't control us. And they are going to pay a great price. And by the time it's time for them to pay that price, you're going to be long gone, have learned your lesson, known better, and all of that. You're not coming over here to disrespect my beverages. You literally can't even breathe. Like, you can't breathe. You water. And you like, oh, but it's not spring water. You know what? You go ahead, you sit there, you conjure up some spit and swallow that, okay? Because I'm hungry, and me and my friends and my family, my soul family, we eating right now, and I don't want the food to get cold, and also, like, we're bonding, so I don't want to take that. I actually value what we have over here. We actually all value what we have over here. So, bye. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what 2025 taught us. how to say bye. Oh, look at Libra sitting on the top. Value the partnerships that value you. And when those partnerships, that's air signs can teach you the power of detachment. When somebody don't value you, you move along. They may not be able to, they may call you the bad guy. They may say you heartless and all of this and that, but that's fine. It's people at the table waiting for you. Don't let your food get cold because that person doesn't value you eating. Fuck them. All right, I'm gone now. I'm about to go do something that caters to my own personal imagination. I have no clue what it is, but bye. See you next time. Have a good night. And I'm proud of you for moving on because I know it's not easy. And that's for everybody. I'm proud of everybody for moving on because I know it's not easy, because it's not easy. Especially when you're genuine in love. You don't just throw away everything that you worked for. You know what I mean? So instead of throwing it away, you just put it up and let it go. Give it to somebody else. You know what I mean? It's still valuable. Just give it to somebody who need it. Just because they manipulated you, they're just not good for you. But they're good for somebody who want to be manipulated. You know what I mean? And that's not you. You better than that. See you next time.